Hello, welcome back to my programs dev stream of RP-1. So it's a late start. It'll be a short stream. How it goes. I need to fly a supersonic mission. Gonna eke out the last little bit of this. I'm not gonna fill the tanks. We're gonna start light on fuel. Okay, we're gonna climb real fast to not burn too much fuel. Okay, flaps up. Whoa, what's going on here? Okay, let's try this. Okay, we're going to hang out at 16 kilometers. Build up speed. Probably should just light the burners, but I'm being very careful of my fuel. Yeah, let's go for it. Okay, bingo fuel is something like probably 10 minutes. Probably should have gone up to 18 kilometers. Going to be a little tight, but I think we'll be okay. Hey Marathi. Hey Raiders, welcome. Myrathi? Well, you can correct me in chat. Two minutes. But we're burning more than a second per second, so we're going to be a little bit into our reserves. Not by much, though. Cool. Only a little bit into the reserves. Okay, clear to land. Turn that off. Immediately throttle back. And let's go for height. Trade some energy. Haven't broken RP-1 today as far as I know. Did fix some bugs. That's fine. Now let's come around for a turn. Pop Mercury. So this is continuation of my programs run. Oh, looks like I need to, yeah, okay. That's more like it. I guess I'll throttle up a bit because we're not using very much fuel at all. So I have plenty of margin. In this particular case, I'm flying this X-plane supersonic contract, which required me to go just under Mach 2 for 3 minutes, which, given that this is the first model of J57 I had access to, the J57P8, it's thermally limited to about 570 meters per second. So I was definitely redlining it. We'll lose some altitude on the way back, which will be fine. Definitely pretty far away from the Cape after that run. But we probably broke the continuous airspeed record. Well, for an air-breathing plane. And we're back to supersonic again. Yeah, so I actually had more fuel reserves than I thought I would. It's fine. Okay, now to guess how to straighten out. 31. Get a little closer to the alignment we want. Okay, now we're lined up. Except for the fact that flying due west will not keep us at this latitude because we've actually gone far enough downrange that it's going to be a little bit of deviation. Yep, as you can see. Okay, I could see the Cape off in the distance. So let's start our descent. We're still 200 kilometers away. Okay, now we're back down to about 40,000 feet. Let's level out. Guess we're a little far to have started a descent. All right, we'll go subsonic to conserve fuel because I started my descent too early. Guess that was a cloud that I was seeing the Cape. Now we can see the Cape. Yeah, this is Kerbal Flight Simulator. More than anything else. All right, 1-notch flaps. I think I want a steeper descent rate, and then we'll pitch up later. Squirrel, that's what these are for. Like, you really want low values there. All right, we're bleeding dynamic pressure, that's fine. Still got plenty of fuel. Lined up on the runway, I'm going to take manual control. We want to get lower and then have a gentler glide slope. Yes, this is what the Cape actually looks like. I mean, not quite, because it's higher resolution and less polygonal, but this is, Katnos made this from satellite photography. Coming. You're locked. So what we're approaching is actually the visitor center. That's the visitor center. Over here is Launch Complex 39 and the shuttle strip. Anyway, let me go back to landing. But yes, this is broadly what the Cape looks like. think I want to get a little slower. Okay. Sync rate. Flare, and landed. That was a little rougher than I would have liked. Came in at about, what, 3.5 meters per second, so that was definitely a jolt. I wanted to be under 2. Ideally under 1. I've done under 1, but we're still a little heavy. We're at 4.5 tons, and I'm used to things being a little lighter. The rocket planes that... I mean, the Cape is basically swamp. It is a cape and Merritt Island that stick out into the Atlantic, and it's about mean altitude above sea level is like 5 feet. But yeah, you definitely want to be as close as possible to the water. And as you can see over there, there's Missile Row, where like the Atlas and Titan and Thor Delta pads were. And that's like right on the shore. Launch Complex 39 is, I mean, there's the VAB, and then the pads are out there. Okay, both planes are recovering. Okay, we have a rocket that's going to be done fairly soon. What's my budget looking like? Still pretty good. I want to build up a little more funding first. I need to fix this one thing in maintenance GUI. Maintenance GUI. There we are. Okay. Oh, that's right. I need to start the next pilot training. It's Clifford. Oops. Go with Walter. Okay. Pull that out. And I'm going to wait for a little bit past dawn so you can see the Cape properly. Okay, that's bright enough. Now, let's see what, which way I want to launch. Due north, probably? Because I've gotten photography from over the water already. Biosample I already have. Done. All right.
Hey there.
Hey,
How goes it?
good. You.
Oh, same.
Good. Celebrating any?
No, I'm letting it sink in.
Cool.
Plus, my mom's back from the hospital, so I
Ah,
didn't
okay.
take
Yeah. All right. Let's do this way. We'll do it under autopilot. And make sure everything is running. And the biosample, it doesn't matter really. We've already got all the data. Okay, so here is the Cape. So as you can see, there's the shuttle strip. There's the VAB out to launch the LC-39A and B. Then there's some of the, there's Missile Row, all those pads. There's CCAFS, which is now CCSFS, and the skid strip.
Take it you have some new viewers.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, raid came through. And somebody was asking us if that's what the Cape actually looks like. Field of Dreams, that's awesome that your uncle worked there. For them some.
Or was there a chat message I missed?
Yeah, there's a bunch of scroll back actually.
Okay. Oh, by the way, the random voice that came in and is talking to Nathan is Maximal. I help out with RP2, RP-1.
Yes. You also helped out with KSP. That also counts.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, this thing kicks real bad when it loses active control. It really needs bigger fins. Oh, we're over the water. I guess I didn't have a high enough inclination. Oh. I really wanted to go up the coast so we could get forest and shores. So this will not give us as much science as I would have liked.
I think you need to go at 340, 335 degrees to go up the coast.
Yeah. Yeah, I was doing it under autopilot, which meant I was setting an inclination rather than an azimuth.
Right.
And so I was just guessing what inclination would lead to what azimuth. I could have calculated it like I mean, it's just like some basic trig, but and by which I mean there's a calculator for that, because I ain't doing that in my head. We are getting pretty far downrange.
I did actually look up the formula to do that for myself when I was doing my plane launches, because manual everything.
Yep. Oh man, we actually went far enough downrange that we're that Georgia, or did we make it all the way to South Carolina? I don't know. 32, let's see.
You'd have to be over South Carolina if you ended up going basically due north.
Yes. Well, north and a bit west, but yeah. We're due west of Hilton Head.
That's cool, Silver Dreams.
Yeah, that is super cool. That is an interesting world record to hold of heaviest laden flight in a Huey. Yeah, never
I
been
just
to.
assume all helicopter pilots must be nuts.
Yeah, yeah. Helicopters are always like slightly unsettling beasts.
Yeah.
Pretty funny to be near Hilton Head, given that not actually been there myself, but I know it extensively from BattleTech because because that's where Compstar is.
Funny, I didn't realize you were also interested in BattleTech.
I mean, have you seen my screen name? Where do you think the Kel comes from?
I don't know. I did not know at the time.
Oh, yeah. No, that's yeah.
The first BattleTech box set was my first board game.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a half-destroyed third edition box set.
Mine was a fully destroyed first edition box set.
Ah,
No, like literally, I had to like poke holes through the instruction booklet to because the binding fell apart. I had to put it on a new binder.
ah. Yeah, my booklet's in fine shape. It's just the box that has seen better days, and also those plastic minis.
Mine were paper minis, so cardboard just standout cutouts.
So was it BattleTech First Edition, or was it still called Battle Droids then?
BattleTech. Well, it was called BattleTech, the one I had.
Yeah, because there was like the 0th edition that was Battle Droids. I think that was also the one that had like really, really early vehicle rules.
Let's see. I don't know if it had vehicle rules or not. Definitely remember playing with the vehicles later, but
Yeah, no, I think I'm thinking of. I remember I sometime in the last couple of years somebody uploaded a scan of the Battle Droids rulebook that had that, and also like the alpha version of the lore, which is only like halfway similar to the actual lore.
I don't think the vehicles were put in back into BattleTech until the City Tech
Yep.
box.
Yeah, no, that was back when it was called Level 2.
Which I also had. I wish I knew where it was right now.
Yeah, I never got City Tech. I got Pendium for the full set of rules.
Yeah, I had City Tech, Aerotech, and the base BattleTech.
Nice. So Dreams, that is, I understand why it would be necessary to ditch a Chinook, but like, that's impressive. That is very impressive. Okay. We get science. Yeah, actually, the first, uh, scratch that. The second game designing I ever did. The first game designing I did was, well, I guess third. First and second, where I was back in like middle school and did a Pacific War Grand Strategy game and random space game. But then it was like trying to rewrite first Battle Space and then later the Aerotech 2 rules to not be quite such a kludge and also not like be so clearly stacked against warships.
Well, that's more impressive than my first forays. My first one was a text-based choose your own adventure thing on the Commodore 64, and then
Oh, sorry, I mean pen and paper, not coding.
oh, okay.
I mean, although there was coding involved for that because it was mostly done in Excel. But sorry, it's a text-based something on the Commodore 64.
Oh yeah, text-based on the Commodore 64, and then a Space Invader clones on the C-128 that had 2 Space Invaders in it. Pretty lame.
That's cool. Yeah, I think my first program thing was something in Logo where it was like uh, it was like a side-scrolling flight sim / shooter where the turtle had like some airplane sprite.
I didn't know you could do that in Logo. You must have been using a more advanced Logo than I remember. I remember drawing, being proud of making it draw a star.
Yeah, Logo was a lot of fun. I think it because you're limited to. So I also remember writing a multiplayer one where it was Space War but like done with turtles because what else could you do? Um, all right, how far away are we from this? We are 66 days. Okay, so I guess we can do another suborbital flight, which conveniently, that's already. Let's air launch prep it, which I believe I can do from here now because I fixed a bug with that. Take the next one of these, which is 60 kilometers.
Yeah, I still have to do a mech game someday in my career.
Yep. It's kind of required. They one of the Kerbal devs was former Kerbal devs had left by the time I was on board, was making Phantom Brigade, which I think is either out or finally about to come out.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, C7 and then Back 9 also was involved.
Oh, I know which game this is. Yeah, cool looking.
Yeah, yeah, it's like the sort of semi-voxel like it does really cool destructive stuff.
Yeah.
Problem was they were in negotiations with Paradox, and then Paradox was publishing BattleTech, and it's like, okay, Paradox is no longer interested.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah.
You ever play Heavy Gear?
Yes, I on the PC. I've never played it as a war game.
I tried both. I wish that one had come to fruition. It made so much more sense than BattleTech.
Yeah.
But I did love BattleTech back in the day. I played a BattleTech Mud for a while.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember those were big deal for a while.
I don't know if they were a big deal, but they were interesting. Very esoteric.
I mean, Muds in general.
Well, the esoteric bit was that they tried to do it as a real-time game rather than as a turn-based strategy game, which a Mud probably would have been more suitable for.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. All right, let me guess on the downrange. I think 400 kilometers makes sense. That. Guess I should have waited for it to be a little bit brighter. Okay, we want 150. Enable that. Why are we? Oh. That's why. Yeah, definitely could have used waiting until later in the day. Oh yeah, it's only like... Oh wow. What is that? That's 6:40 a.m. Oh yeah, I should be using the AOA hold. We'll see how that works. There. Okay, now I'll hold 6 degrees AOA, which I think is, I think I actually want to be less than that.
I think you do want to be less than 6 degrees, but
Let's try 5.
it is tricky to judge what the ideal climb velocity is. Like I said, usually I was trying to measure my drag. I wanted it to be, you know, at as high velocity as possible without the drag feeling like it was overwhelming what my engine was doing.
Well, let's take a peek.
I don't think I would be leveling out at 14 kilometers.
Sorry?
I said I wouldn't be leveling out at 14 kilometers.
Yeah, why is it? Yeah, our angle of attack is 6 degrees.
Oh, right. You're still need more wing.
Yes. Oh yeah, now I remember why I didn't use this mode. Because it kind of porpoises.
I would probably turn down to 5 degrees now. Are you going for altitude with this one?
Yep. That's an awful lot of drag losses.
Yeah. I mean, that's another reason I go with more wings. I can, like I said, my typical flight profile was to climb up to about 25, 26 kilometers, wait till I had a minute left of fuel, tip down to about 20, tip down to get to 22, and then pull my vertical climb from there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the reason tip down to 22 was to get a little bit thicker air to bite when I,
Yeah, and I generally go back down to about 20 to do that. need to change this over to high altitude flight. Okay, minute and a half, which is earlier than you would do this, but I'm going to do it now. Okay, now we need to not go past 70, or bad things will happen.
Did the limit change from 75?
Oh, I thought the limit, oh, maybe the limit is 75. Oh, yeah. No, you're right. It's 75. I'm fine. Yeah, it was the other where the limit is 30. I went up to 30. All right, so I have excess performance in this thing. Well, we're going slightly over 75, but I think that'll be okay.
Also pitch down more.
Why is this an invalid situation? Oh, because it...
You have to be over 650.
No, that isn't the problem. The problem is that you have to be not flying high.
Ah, okay, you're still on Mach 2 flight?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I had to remember to switch it out, and I didn't remember to switch it out. It's cool how even with 8 pascals of pressure, we still get some control moment. No. Okay, I guess we're not... I guess we could have gone further down within like 500 kilometers instead of 400, because we have way more energy than we need.
Yeah.
I don't think I want more than 15 degrees of alpha for this pullout, so we'll switch to this mode. Ooh, doggy, this is going to be a hot descent. Well, now we're getting Mach 2 science again, for sure. Five Gs. Okay, let's pitch down to try to maintain speed. Nope. Okay. Let's line up for a landing. Some more speed. Yeah, so Squirrel, as you can see, even though my dynamic pressure is high, I have G's limited sufficiently that doing this is fine. I have alpha and G's limited enough that this is fine. And there's the runway. Pretty good alignment.
And a nice clear morning to land on.
Yep. Yeah, it cleared up pretty well. Just in the last 12 minutes, the sun got enough higher that it's fine. Don't try this at home.
That's my typical descent too, though.
Yeah,
Crash dive with air brakes out.
yeah. So Squirrel, yeah, if you lowered the strength of them too much, that could be a thing. All right, final flare. Oh, all right, I was getting a little ahead of myself. Now I want to do the final flare and settle down at about well, less than 2 meters per second, so that's fine. I did my flare a little early. I got down to like 0.6 meters per second, but it was a little too high, so there. Recover.
I usually make my control surfaces twice as strong as my lifting surfaces.
Yeah, but for you, that ain't saying much.
0.2 and 0.4 are still a big difference.
That's true. Okay, we get the next applicants. Oh, we need 10 more science. Okay, bunch of rep. We are now over the rep that's required for maximum subsidy.
Nice.
How are we doing on staff? Okay. Cool. Set up the next training. This is why we have 4 astronauts. Because yeah, the inactive times are way longer than they used to be.
Okay.
Especially because these things don't take much prep. And now I will remember to change this to high altitude flight. Okay, and that now is only 35 days away, but it is late. I am tired. I'm going to call it quits there. Thanks for
Okay.
everybody for watching. Thank you, Raiders, for coming by. Maximal, thank you for joining, and I'll catch you all next time.